Welcome to Chris Farms and Extension Services alias Chris Farm Nigeria. Today we are bringing into block molding, how to mold a solid block. But nevertheless, we are into farm setup, building of poultry farms, building of piggery farm, fish farms, greenhouse, different kinds of farm setup. That is what we do. But today we are bringing you into our farm setup on block farming. Before your buildings are being built, you must first of all produce the block. So the block, for you to produce good quality block, you are going to use something like a sharp sand, and you use sharp sand and cement. But for us to do solid block, we use plaster sand in combination with a sharp sand. A plaster sand is smoother than a sharp sand. This is sharp sand, this is a plaster sand. You mix two of them together because this plaster sand has an element of mold inside. There is element of mold in the plaster sand. You mix two of them together before we now use the cement. Mix the formulation very well before we mold. So how do we mold? For us to mold, if you want to use head pan to carry or measure a sand, you need 16 head pans to mold a block, or you need 6 wheelbarrow to load a one cement bag of block. That is to say, for you to use one cement to mold a block, you either use 16 head pans or 6 wheelbarrow. That is the normal way they use in producing blocks. But if you want to produce a strong quality block, you are going to reduce the level of sand in your mixture. So the first thing you do, like the one we are doing here, instead of we are using 6 wheelbarrow, we are using 5 wheelbarrows. 5 wheelbarrow, you can see one of the wheelbarrow here. You use 5 wheelbarrow. What we do is we take um, wheelbarrow. We take 3 of white sand on the wheelbarrow, 3 of it. Then we now take 2 of this plaster sand. It will now give us 5 wheelbarrows of field sand. Then you mix it together with your cement, 1 bag of cement. So when you mix it together, before you start, you mix it very well. Before you now put water, before you mix again, before you start the molding of the block. Now, molding of the block could be in the form of hand mold or the vibrator. The hand mold, we can mold with 9 inches, we can mold with 6 inches, but because of the development and the fastness, everybody wants their thing done fast. So they now use, most people that produce block don't use hand anymore. They now use what they call a vibrating machine. I would have gone close to that place, but the noise is too much. But you can pick it from there. You can pick it from there. Pick it from there. Let's see. That thing is a vibrator. It vibrates the machine. And you put the block inside the plate, inside the mold is iron for putting the cement. Why? When you finish putting it there, putting inside, filling the sand in the cement, you put it on the vibrator. The vibrator will mold the cement, then take it to where it is being kept. That is a simpler way to mold a machine. You can see the machine have turned off. You cannot hear me very well because the noise from the vibrator is too much. So when you do that way, that is how strong blocks are made. You get, I would like us here, we do 3 wheelbarrow and 3 wheelbarrows of sharp sand, 2 wheelbarrows of plaster cement with 1 bag of cement. We mix it together to produce 30 pellets. Each of the pellets, our mold is having 2 blocks, which is going to produce 60 pellets. So when you put it together, you produce each of the bag of cement. Instead of 60, we are supposed to produce 60. We'll be having 50 something because of the reduction of the sand and the cement. As a result of that, the block will be very solid. Like the one we just produced now, it is very solid. You can let's go and see how it is. First of all, before we go to the plate, remember we use 3 wheelbarrow of sharp sand with 2 wheelbarrow of plaster sand and one cement. You mix the mixture very well. After mixing it, you put it inside the plate before you put it inside the vibrator. When you turn on the vibrator vibrates the blocks and produce a mold. Then you take it to where the block is and you put it there. You can see those ones there. Can you see them? Let's just go and see them. You can see them. These ones are the ones they made today. Come and see them. All these ones are the ones they made today. Look at those ones too. Then after molding, you now the next morning you weather them. You weather them for 3 days, weathering it becomes strong before you can now what sell them. With this kind of block, the blocks are strong because the block needed we added more of cement and you more of cement. The cement is strong because the concentration is not too is very high. So as a result of that, the block will be strong when you are selling them to your customers or when you are using it to build houses. The houses will be strong. Although this type of block are a little bit expensive than the other ones. The other ones they use a lot. We use 6 strip of wheelbarrow to do them with that is 6 wheelbarrow filled with one cement. On that one they can sell for you at 220, 230. But the one they use 5 wheelbarrows, like I said, the sharp sand and the plaster sand, you now mix it together to produce about 50 something blocks instead of 60 blocks. That one you can sell that one at 250 because the quality of the block is strong, and when you touch them it is very tough. These are the 2 ways to do modern blocks now. So for you to now using hand mold takes a lot of time. You need a vibrator like the vibrator machine that we just saw. It helps you to produce the block faster. So these are how to produce blocks. In case you want to produce block, you can do that block format like that. With that, you can get whatever you want to do. So this is a video on how to make blocks easy. First of all, let me recap of it. If you want to make block, solid block that is very strong, you can use for your building, upstairs or whatever thing you want to do depending on the load capacity you want the block to carry. If it's something like upstairs, you have to use something like 9 inches. And if in the mold, you need to mold it very strong so that it will carry the weight of the building. If it is a downstairs bungalow, you can use 6 inches block to do that. And if you want your block to be strong, reduce the sand that is in the block to produce a quality block. On the normal, you need 6 strips of wheelbarrow or a 16 filled headpan with one cement to mold a block. Or you better use, if you want it to be stronger, you use 5 strip of wheelbarrow with one cement to produce about 50 something blocks on the pilot. So this is how the blocks are being made. So this is just a video to tell you the way to make a modern block now, and it is faster, it is cheaper. So comparing it with your block you are going to buy, for instance, you want to build a house and you decide to buy block, you buy block at 250. But if you mold the block yourself, it will be cheaper. Maybe you instead of 250 you'll be getting 215 or even 200. If you calculate it where your price, you change the price is about 30 naira or 35 naira different. But this will take your time. Something you would have done in 1 week, because of your molding the block, it will take you 2 weeks. Like molding of this block, this is a farm we want to set up. We ought to buy block, but the cost of block is high. One block is 250, so we decided to mold. That is to say, it's taking 1 week of our time. That 1 week would have finished a foundation or getting to DPC. But because of we want to, if there is no shortcut in life anyway, if you want to do this, you have to spend time to get what you want. Like if we are to do blocks now, it will take us about 1 week or 2 weeks to do blocks, depending on the numbers of block we want to do. After forming the block, after molding the block, before you start what building the house. But if you want it faster, you can just go and buy the blocks and what you start the foundation before in less than no time you are finished building the house. So if you are buying blocks, it is cheaper. It is more. It reduces more. You have more time to yourself. Like if I have to buy this block now, let's say we bought block today, we can start building today. But if you are to mold block, it's going to take some of your time. So you compare and contrast which one is better for you. Like we now, the fund here is very much, so we just need to mold block in the context of cutting down costs. So at the long run, we are getting a solid block, and the solid block we are getting now, let us say at 215 or 210, maximum 220 that we are getting one block. But in the outer world, you want to go and buy block, they are selling at 250. So if you are making 215, you are already cutting off 35 naira. If you are producing 6,000 block, 6,000 block times 35 naira or 30 naira, that is the profit or the money you've cut down in price for that, which that money that you're getting out, you can even use it to dig the foundation of your building. That is a way to reduce block. So in this video, we are teaching us on how to mold a solid block. If you want to get a solid block, this is what you do. Ensure you buy sand. Oftentimes, most people that are producing block, they don't even use plaster sand to join it. They just use sharp sand and cement. That is why when you buy some block, when you raise them up for you to use to build a house, as you are raising them up, they will be breaking because the sand content is higher than the cement. So if you want your block to be strong, thick, you need to mix it with plastering sand. You mix the plastering sand with the sharp sand and the cement. The plastering sand itself has its own plastering nature. It has a mold, it has the ability to mold, it has the ability to form mold. So when you mix it with the sand, the sharp sand doesn't mold, it doesn't form mold, but the plaster sand mold. So when you mix them together, the force of attraction to hold them together in the form of mold is increased. So when you put your cement, it will now hold firmly. So it will be very difficult for us to start breaking this block because the blocks are strong. So compared to the one we just use ordinary sharp sand to make. This block here we are made with sharp sand and plaster sand and cement. So as a result of that, whatever we are going to use it to do, the building will be strong. So you that want to build a house, you want to buy block. If you want to buy block, try to buy the solid block so that when you use it for your house will be strong. Number one, if you felt that the cost of buying those solid block is expensive, then you should know that you are going to bring out time to mold block, which is going to take 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the number of blocks you want to mold. If you want to mold like 6,000, 10,000 blocks, you should be bringing out about 2 weeks to do that. So you contrast which of them is better. As a contractor that wants to do your job fast, you can as well buy block. But if the fund is not too much, you want to just manage up, you can decide to mold the block. But before molding the block, you should be ready to sacrifice a minimum of 2 weeks for your block so that after molding them, they can get dry very well before you can start using them. Remember, we are into farm setup, battery cage installation, machine installation. Farm setup means building of poultry houses, building of piggery houses, building of greenhouse for snail, building or constructing any kind of building for farm setup. That is what we do. We also do the farmhouse where people stay, the quarters for the staff, your store, your everything about your farm setup. That is what we do. The A to Z of farm setup. That is what we do. Irrespective of the location you are in Nigeria, all you just need to do is to call us on 080 36 92 57 18. Or if you are not in Nigeria, remember to put our country code +23480 36 92 57 18. You want a professional to handle your farm, to set up a farm for you. So Chris Farms and Extension Services, alias Chris Farm Nigeria, is the best fit for you. You want to establish poultry farm, you want to establish fish farm, you want to do piggery, you want to do greenhouse for snail, and you are looking for a good contractor who is going to handle your project. You can call on us on our number. Our number remains 080 36 92 57 18. If you are not in Nigeria, remember to put our country code +23480 36 92 57 18. And if you want, we build in two formats for people that have been calling, want to build. We have several projects in different states in Nigeria. Irrespective of your state, your location is not a problem. We've covered almost all the parts of Nigeria. So anywhere you want us to come and build for you, or you want us to come and set up farm for you, you can call us. And building of your pen, or if you give us a contract to do, or to build a farm or set up a farm for you, we build in two formats. You are either paying us as a supervisor of your site. You can pay us as a supervisor of your site to supervise whatever you want to build. You pay us off while we do the supervising for you, how to do it. We tell them how to do it, and everything. What is written on paper, we interpret it to the bricklayers or the builders on the side. We can help you to do that. If you want us to do the A to Z for you, that is to say, take up the project for you, build the place, everything, both the land mapping, farm design, and everything, we can do the A to Z for you. So our website is www.chrisfarmnigeria.com. If you want to follow us in any of the social networks, we are in all the social networks. We are in YouTube, we are in Instagram, we are in Twitter, we are in LinkedIn, we are in Facebook. Any of the social network you want to go to, our number, what you just use to locate us is just type in Chris Farm Nigeria. That is our YouTube name, that is our Instagram name, that is our Facebook name, that is our LinkedIn name, that is our uh, every of the social networks. Just type in Chris Farm Nigeria, you are going to see us. We are 24 hours on WhatsApp. You want to reach us at any time, given time, we are always there. All you don't need to do is to chat us up, a responder to respond to you immediately. So always know that your satisfaction is our optimum desire when it comes to farm setup. Thank you very much, and give us a thumbs up if you like our video. If you want to comment or you want to ask any question, you're very free. Just chat on us in the comment section. Just drop your message. A responder will respond to you. So we are always delighted to hear you. Be our first caller today. Thank you.